Do you like to have a swarm of minions do all the heavy lifting while you just relax and cruise through all the content on easy mode? If so, I have a Necromancer build for you. Alright, check this out. So you're going to want to grab Decompose, Enhanced, and then Acolytes Decompose. So your minions do 10% increased damage while you're giving them the good suck. Alright, come on down to your core skills. You're going to want to grab Bone Spear, Enhanced Bone Spear, and Paranormal Bone Spear. Later on, when you get higher level, you can worry about grabbing Hewed Flesh. You don't need to grab that until much later on, like late 30s. Your first set of Corpse and Macabre skills, you're going to grab Skeletal Warrior Mastery to make them more tanky and do more damage. Come on down to your curse skills, you're going to grab 3 points into Skeletal Mage Mastery to make them do more damage and have more life. Kind of see where this is going. This is a big minion build where you don't do too much actual work. Come on down here. This is going to be your big damage is your Bone Spirit, Enhanced Bone Spirit, and Ghastly Bone Spirit to get the 10% increased crit chance to make Enhanced Bone Spirit more effective. So the cooldown goes from 12 seconds down to 6. And here's where you're going to spend the vast majority of your points is in your ultimate skills. So obviously you want Army of the Dead because we're doing minions. You're going to want 3 points into Golem Mastery to make your golems do more damage and have more life. Max out all of the Army of the Dead skills. Inspiring Leader makes it so all your minions have 12% increased attack speed. Hellbent Commander makes it so they have 30% increased damage when you're close to them, so you're going to want to hang out by your skeletal mages. Bonded Essence, this gives you increased heal 20, 40, and 60% for all 3 points. And Death's Defense makes it so they can't take more than 30% of their health in one hit. For your key passives, you want Kalen's Edict so that your minions get 15% attack speed, and if you have more than 7 minions, they get 30%. And with this build, I have 9 skeletons and 1 golem, so I have 10 minions. So 30%. The only real legendary that I have that is actually making this build was on the boots. Yeah. So increase maxoskeletal mages to 2. On a different piece, I believe it's the neck, it can go up to 3. Book of the Dead. So skeletal warriors, we want the defenders. So the first point in it basically gives it so they can not take a hit every 6 seconds. They're your tanks, so you just need them to live as long as possible. For your mages, you want cold. These freeze targets. So it's just increased crowd control, so less stuff hitting you. Because if you don't take damage, they get all the increased attack speed buffs. And for the golems, I just take blood because he absorbs 15% of the damage you take, so you just live a little longer. Which allows you to either use a main hand focus or a two-hander. You can use a shield if you want more survivability, but main hand focus or two-hander is perfectly fine and increases your damage output with your bone spear or with your bone spirits. So that is pretty much it. I mean, yeah, I have all these other legendaries, but none of them do anything crazy. This one's cool. While Army of the Dead is active, your minions gain 91% increased attack speed and take 90% reduced damage. This, I've been going through all the content and literally everything is just on easy mode. It's not hard at all. Most boss fights, I'm just keeping my minions buffed because with Raise Skeleton, whenever you've got all of your minions up, it raises Skeletal Priest, which empowers your minions, increasing their damage by 20%, giving them 10% life. Plus, if you remember this skill down here, gives them another 40% life, so you get 50% of their life back every 5 seconds. My next point, I'll probably put into here, so it's going to be 60%, so a total of 70% of their life back every 5 seconds. You can keep your minions alive for forever, which is why later on, you're also going to be grabbing Hewed Flesh, so you have a greater chance to spawn a corpse whenever you're on boss fights. When you're on regular trash, they're everywhere. Corpses just litter the ground. But on bosses, you basically spawn them from your minions doing damage and Decompose. So you're just going to be holding Decompose, which I need to get out of the city to show you this. Where is the way out? This way.
I cannot do that here.
So once we get out of the city, I'll show you. The essence of this build is just, it's just so easy. It's one of the easiest builds I've ever played. It's not as brain dead easy as it was in the beta, but you just kind of shoot out your bone spear, let the minions do a lot of the work, and that's the vast majority of it. Use decompose and spawn corpses, keep your minions buffed, and if you want more damage, you can actually swap your cold mages for the bone mages, and you want the first one so that their life cost is 10 instead of 15. After they've been alive for 5 seconds, their damage shoots up to 40%. Like, it's insane. But you're gonna have to be sacrificing, or not sacrificing, sorry, popping the skeleton on the corpses more often to keep them healed. So it's a lot more micromanagement. So if you want the easy mode, do first point in cold. If you want the more damage mode, do the first point in bone. There you have it. The build is super simple, super easy. I've just been cruising all the way up through, no problems at all. I've only ever died once to the butcher, and that was when I was like level 4 or 5. He spawned in like my second dungeon ever, and I had 3 skeletons and no other skills, so wasn't much I could do about it. But other than that, I'm just cruising through, no deaths, nothing. It's just easy. So yeah, check it out and let me know if you like the build.